I'm Harry Wynn,
And I'm Desiree Ramon.
and this is KTGR News.
Over the past few weeks, riots have broken out across Honduras in response to the recently elected President Juan Orlando Hernandez. The election took place on November 26 when Hernandez ran again for president against his competitor Salvador Nasrallah. The election results were not immediately released after being counted. However, by the time 51% of the polls had reported in, the contender Nasrallah was ahead by 5 points. This only continued to deteriorate the public's trust with Hernandez, considering he was already responsible for multiple acts of political corruption. When the Honduran people demanded the complete election results, they only received news that a new president had been elected. This outraged Honduran citizens, causing them to riot against police forces, block major roads and highways, invade political offices, and cause havoc on the streets. Even some of the Honduran police have joined in riots, claiming we cannot serve incumbent president. Neighboring countries are in turmoil, unsure who to support or how to intervene. The issue remains unsolved as chaos ensues.
Next, we have Lena with information on the net neutrality repeal.
Recently, the FCC proposed a draft bill regarding the regulations surrounding net neutrality. I'm Lena Rueda, and this is KTGR News.
To me, net neutrality represents the idea that the internet either should or should not be as free and as open as possible to people. And so when someone says, do you support net neutrality? To me, that means, do you support the internet being free and open to people?
Net neutrality ensures internet users have the access to any website free from bias from internet service providers. The freedom of net neutrality is important to everyone, from the everyday consumer to a new business owner. Everyone benefits from net neutrality.
The last 8 years, we had a president and an FCC chairman who very much supported, open, neutral internet as more of a utility as opposed to a service, whereas the current FCC chairman is coming more from the business side and is looking to allow businesses to monetize the internet as a service.
On December 14th, the FCC voted to repeal net neutrality. According to a poll done by the University of Maryland, 83% of Americans do not approve of the FCC proposal to repeal net neutrality. Even though the majority voted for the takedown of it, the repeal still has to be sent to court.
Using the internet becomes much more expensive for educational institutes because it's, they might charge extra money for streaming services or to access research databases or something like that. And so really it's scary because we just don't know what it could end up looking like. But usually everything that I can think of wouldn't be good because, again, I like free and open internet, and anything that's not that isn't good for, me personally or educational institutes or, in my opinion, anyone.
The altering of net neutrality could make our everyday lives more difficult and more expensive. This is Lena Rueda with KTGR News.
In an age of rapidly advancing technology, changing the status quo has become the norm. Many people believe that self-driving cars are the future of motor transportation. They can be more fuel efficient and in some instances much safer than a manually driving car. However, a growing controversy surrounds these self-driving cars following the inclusion of a feature that causes the car to change direction to avoid pedestrians and other vehicles. While sensible in theory, these evasive maneuvers could possibly result in the death of the driver. In the event of a non-avoidable accident, your own vehicle could decide who survives. While this feature has the capability to save lives, it also results in the driver being thrust into a high-risk situation that is out of their control. They will continue to be an evolving issue among car makers and the technology of self-driving cars as a whole.
Now we cut to Lacey with the Bangle Bells.
Hey Tigers, Lacey here. Today I'm going to show you what the Bells are up to. The College Station Sweethearts are putting their game faces on for competition season. The Bells had their contest in February of 2018. The Bells are well known around school by performing at pep rallies and football games. With football season over, the Bells keep pushing through to bring home the gold, and they do it all with a bright smile on their face. With Macy Cannon as captain, she is sure to lead her team to victory. I talked to some Bingo Bell members to find out more.
Hello, my name is Jennifer Lopez. I've been a Bell for 2 years. It's my second year on the team, and I love it. What is being a Bell? A Bell is showing school spirit in and out of school and having time to become a better athlete. Also showing kindness and having faith in yourself and your teammates. The thing I'm most excited about for competition season is probably our overnight competition trip. We usually hang out in Austin. We get out to eat, and then we go shopping. And yeah, we went to Six Flags last year. It was pretty fun.
Hi, my name is Macy Cannon, and I've been a Bell for 4 years. My favorite part about contest team is the fact that we get to go out on the floor and perform together. Being a Bell is being determined and dedicated in everything you do. Juggling schoolwork and practice times can be difficult, but it's really fun to wake up in the morning and work out with your team.
Well, there you have it, Tigers. Join me next time where we see what else goes on throughout the fine arts.
We'll be right back after this short message.
All right, this is a wrap about procrastination. Let's go. Let's do this. All right.
Listen closely. Don't shed those tears. Get that paper and pencil and open your ears. Go to college and have a good life. Late work hurts as bad as a steak knife. Working hard gets you further than murder. Be an earner to grow up a herder.
Procrastination is plaguing the nation. Get your work in for your education.
Making dough requires good grades. And early work be like my ace of spades. I ain't telling you lies. Get on your homework, boy. Doing work is important, boy.
Make time for the movies, Tigers, because Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi, is officially in theaters. Star Wars is one of the most popular and successful franchises in movie history, making this film one of the most anticipated in history. The sequel to 2015 Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, this year's edition of the saga is supposed to expand the universe we know and also answer some of the audience's many questions. With the high expectations set for this film over the past few years, fans have had their fingers crossed. Will we get a dud, or will the next installment of this beloved saga prove to be truly out of this world? Now let's go to Brandon with information on the animation class here at Consult.
Hey Tigers, Brandon here. Animation is a big part of Consult, and today we will get an in-depth view on the animation program.
So every day in animation, we basically just kind of go in and start working on our personal projects, which we outlined at the beginning of the year.
Animation 1 focuses on modeling, while Animation 2 and 3 focus on animated shorts.
Just as a kid growing up watching, those animated movies like Shrek, Toy Story, all that, pretty basic, but just kind of wanted to do that with my life.
To go into animation, you must first take Principles of Art in AV.
People should join animation because it's a lot of fun. So we spend a lot of time with hands-on projects, getting to actually model out of clay different concepts and ideas, and then they go in and learn a computer software from start to beginning.
A lot of students in animation go on to work with Pixar, DreamWorks, and even some game design studios. Well, Tigers, this has been Brandon, signing off.
Now we go to Willie Allen with Man on the Street.
Oh, hey, Tigers. It's your man on the street, Willie Allen here. And I wanted to ask, how do you study for finals? What are you doing to prepare for finals?
study really hard, go to coffee shops, do your homework, do your reviews. Yeah.
What are you doing to prepare for finals?
Nothing really.
Nothing at all?
No. I just go in, wing it. It always works out.
What are you doing to prepare for finals?
I'm studying, working hard, and concentrating.
What are you doing to prepare for finals?
Absolutely nothing.
What are you doing to prepare for finals?
I'm gonna study. What are you doing to prepare for finals?
What are you doing to prepare for finals?
Honestly, just coming to school and getting my attendance there so I can exempt them and just making good grades so that the exemption will be whatever your class average is, so I don't have to prepare.
What are you doing to prepare for finals?
Literally nothing. Well, no, I am studying very
hard.
This has been Willie Allen, your man on the street.
I'm Desiree Ramon.
And I'm Harry Wynn.
And this has been KTGR News.